Ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, we have never been more back. Let me just start off by saying that. We have never been more back. I'm fired up right now. I'm not gonna lie, I'm fired up. I am ready to talk about movies. You know why? Day after day, I make videos about movies, but I'm only talking to the camera. It's just me talking to myself. But now, we finally get to talk. We get to rant. We get to argue. We get to talk movies. And there is nothing better than that. I hope you are all having a wonderful night. As you guys can see, all right, I just called this out of the corner of my eye, okay? I'm going to try to have one per month, I'm thinking, at least, at minimum, in 2025. But this is our first 2025 live stream. I want to talk about 2025 movies, some stuff that's came out already, as you guys, wait. Hold up, it's reversed. As you guys can see right here, some 2025 films that already came out, and whatever you guys want to talk about. But listen, I'm just excited to be here. Start firing off your questions, okay? You guys got questions for me. You guys got your own opinions you want to share, whatever the matter is. Just start firing them off because I think today we're going to do something a bit different to start off this stream. We definitely have something a bit different. But before I actually get into talking about movies, I've got to plug something because I'm looking at something on my other monitor here out of the corner of my eye. Guys, if you don't have Discord, you're missing out. Because if you guys want to talk about movies with me all the time, join my Discord, dude. The Thai Reviews Discord. It's a great time, honestly. We got a couple of regulars in there, so if I'm just want to quick plug. It's in the description of all my videos. Thai Reviews Discord. We're always yapping about movies, man. It's a great time, so be sure to join it. But listen, start firing off hot takes, questions, whatever. Keep watch burns. Anything you want me to compare, anything that want to say, whatever. Whatever. It doesn't even matter. Doesn't even matter. Look, my boy, right here. See, we talk every day. Now I know who this actually is. It's amazing. It's amazing. But listen, thank you all for being here. We got 10 people. It's warming up nicely. It's warming up nicely. Shout out to my man Speedrunner Guy. Shout out to my man Jake. Gia, Slice Dude. See, look, these are people from the Discord. They knew to be here. They knew to be here. My man Slice Dude. Hold on. I'm gonna answer questions in a second. But listen, I just want to say I hope you guys are all having a good day. Seriously, I'm looking forward to a good 2025. And listen, before I start talking for basically like an hour straight, probably gonna run for like an hour and change. Is how it always goes. Let me just get a little water in. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I'm feeling good to go. I'm fired up. Like I said, I'm honestly I got some energy right now, man. I'm ready to go. All right. Let's not waste any time here. My man Slice Dude, someone from the Discord, man. We talk every day. You guys got to join. That's my last time plugging it. Just wanted to get that out of the way. Hello, Ty and everyone. My man. First question of the night. Who would be more likely to survive a Scream movie? Matt Murdock, he's blind. Sam Wilson or Yelena. Um, that's tough. By the way, 14 people in here. Thank you guys so much for being here. Listen, Matt Murdock is blind. That's a big problem if you're in a slasher movie. Obviously, though, he's powerful because all his other senses are enhanced. By the way, just watched the first episode of Daredevil last night, like the entire show. I didn't get bored again early. Pretty good. So I'm gonna try to catch up as quickly as I can. But Sam Wilson, I think Sam Wilson might be dying first, and I think Matt Murdock's gonna survive. I feel like he's too smart and too quick. Yelena, I feel like sometimes she's a bit clumsy, but that's like a part of her character. So yeah, 15 of you guys in here, man. Shout out to you guys. See, that's what I agree there. I agree. Like, yeah, sure, he's blind, but he has super hearing, super this, that. Like, he's set. He's gonna be good. The goat. My man Jake, shout out to you. Oh yeah, I mean, my man Anakin here, man. He thinks that they'll all survive. My countdown music, man, it's some stock footage. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm not gonna lie. My man Neil. I just started John Wick, good film, and this just notified me. Neil, what's going on here? I didn't know we were doing a stream. I'm 1 minute into the movie. You got to make a choice. You got to make a choice. Speaking of Keanu Reeves, speaking of Mr. John Wick, it's like the red pill or the blue pill from the Matrix. You got to choose their stream. You got to choose the stream. I'm sorry. I know it's been 84 years. Titanic reference. Listen. I know it's been 2 months. We gotta hit one a month. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. I don't understand. All right, we're getting to some Fantastic Four here. By the way, I'm just saying, and I'm gonna put this out there for you guys to challenge you guys, okay? What's it called? I want to try to get a couple of Brave New World questions in. We're fresh off an MCU movie, even if it's not the most exciting thing in the world. Whether it's a good or bad, let's get a couple Brave New World questions in here. Just like, and you guys could ask anything, but I definitely want to get some in here. I'm giving you guys like a prompt. It's like I'm a teacher. I don't understand the hate for the thing's design. Hold on, let me move my chair over. I want to see Sam Wilson over here. The hate for the thing's design. I think he looks great. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't love the thing's design. I think the other two, Michael Chiklis from the Tim Story, I believe, Fantastic Four with Chris Evans, of course, Jessica Alba. Then you've got the Miles Teller fan Four Stick. Obviously, those movies aren't good, but I actually personally like both of those designs better. I understand comic accuracy, but I feel like that mushroom looking thing that he has on his head is just kind of awkward, and his eyes are like very far apart. I'm not super picky on like character designs at the end of the day, as long as they're good characters. Trust me, I could easily overlook stuff. I'm throwing something random out here, but let's just say the new Superman movie came out, and I hated the suit. If the character's written well, I don't care about the suit. It doesn't matter at the end of the day. But it's obviously cool when a cool character has a good suit. See, my man Anakin, man, again, like I said, Tower Views Discord is the whole reason I'm on Discord. Man, shout out to you. I didn't even know that. Thank you, man. Thank you. Neil, you gotta jump on it, man. You gotta jump on it. Top three most anticipated for 2026. I love when you guys hit me with creative questions. I'm gonna be honest. This is a creative question. Shout out to my man John, by the way. He's always talking in the Discord. Unfortunately, he's a Pittsburgh Steelers fan, as you guys can tell from his profile picture. But I'll still let him rock. Off the top of my head, see, I'm not a huge Nolan guy. Okay, let's pump the brakes. I'm not saying he's bad. I'm just not such a fanboy of Nolan. But the Odyssey for sure. From there, Jordan Peele's movie, I think, is dropping in 2026, unless I'm wrong. That's easily in there. And then I'm trying to think of others. Beyond the Spider-Verse probably isn't coming out in 2026. Off the top of my head, I want to say maybe Supergirl. Is it crazy to say that I might be more excited for Supergirl than Avengers Doomsday? Because one is actually probably going to be written well, and one's going to be like cameo, 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 cameo. I like good writing, man. What can I say? What can I say? Guys, I'm already behind on the chat. I'm already behind on the chat. This always happens. We're gonna kind of push through here. We're gonna push through. Keep watch burn. Interstellar, Dark Knight, Uncut Gems. Jake, I'm gonna strangle you, dude. I'm gonna strangle you. I'm gonna have to burn. Hear me out. I'm gonna burn Interstellar because I've only seen it one time. I've only seen it one time. That's the only reason. I'm gonna I'm gonna watch The Dark Knight, and I'm gonna keep Uncut Gems. For my entire life, I would have said keep The Dark Knight, but Uncut Gems, I've watched it like 3 times in the past year. I love that film. I love it. I'm obsessed with it. Who's your celebrity crush? Ryan Gosling. Um, the new art, dude. I saw an ad for that, and I've been meaning to try it. Is it out? If it's in stores, that's amazing. Because what's it called? I only saw an ad for it, so I wasn't sure if it was out. I just tried the Blackberry Dr Pepper, another like new soda that came out. It's great. It's great. Are there any directors you think are overrated? Maybe Mr. Nolan. Not really, not really. I just don't think he's on that Spielberg Scorsese level. I think he's a step down. I even think that Denny, the Dune director, I think even he's better. I'm gonna be honest. But another director that I think might be a little overrated, off the top of my head, I would argue John Watts, who did the Spider-Man trilogy, the new Spider-Man trilogy. I know that no one really cares about him, but I actively think he's like, no disrespect to him. I actually think he's a bad director. It's not even like I think he's fine. Just my opinion, no disrespect to him. What's up, my man? What's up? My man Walk. This is my boy Walk. I like the background. Thank you. Thank you. Do you like Robert Eggers? I love him personally. I've only seen The Lighthouse and Nosferatu. I have to get around to watching The Northman. I have to get around to watching the Witch. The Witch. That's the other one I haven't seen. Not the biggest fan of The Lighthouse. I need to rewatch it. Nosferatu, I was extremely excited for. Didn't really like it, but it was more just because it wasn't for me. Like, and most movies I would say are like for me. This was one where I was like, I love the visual style. I love what's going on, like here, like objectively, sort of. Just wasn't for me, and I don't know why. I wasn't really a fan of like the fable storytelling. I don't know. I don't know. So overall, I don't dislike Robert Eggers. he might be like the only director that I could think about though, where I'm like, his movies just aren't really for me. So, thoughts on Doctor Strange Multiverse of Madness, fellas? I have a couple roommates, and the other night we had a pretty heated exchange in the living room over Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness because I had to defend Peak against them because they were all trying to say Multiverse of Madness is bad, and I'm the only one that was putting my sword down and saying no, no, you shall not pass, man. You shall not pass. I'm defending. Sam Raimi cooked. Sam Raimi cooked. I understand it has its problems, but I'm a Multiverse of Madness defender. Oh my god, I'm so behind in the chat. All right, we gotta move. We gotta move. I'm such a yapper. Who's winning out of the three? We're gonna do a little bit of a speed round here. Who is winning out of the three? By the way, though, thank you guys for sending in questions. Keep them coming. Don't think just because I'm behind, we're not gonna get to everything. Who's winning out of the three? Anakin Skywalker, General Grievous, Darth Sidious. Can I just say one thing? General Grievous is so cool. He's such a cool design. Like George Lucas was just firing on all cylinders when he designed him. I'm just gonna get rid of Darth Sidious. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna say Anakin because if Obi-Wan beat General Grievous, I think technically full power Anakin can beat Obi-Wan. Therefore, since Obi-Wan beat General Grievous, I think that Anakin full powered could beat Obi-Wan. So therefore, if we're going down the tiers here, I think Anakin would win. Keep, watch, burn. I love these. This is kind of like, F, marry, kill for those of you that don't know. Unreleased edition, unreleased editor. Maybe you should edit this comment slice, dude. No, I'm just joking, man. The Odyssey, Avengers Doomsday, the Batman Part 2. We're keeping the Batman Part 2. Let's just be very clear. We're watching the Odyssey, and we're burning Avengers Doomsday. Now, hold on. I, one, think Nolan's a bit overrated, and I don't love him. Two, am a huge MCU fan through and through, but I don't know where we're going with Doomsday. And it's too far. We don't have a trailer. We just got a picture too from the Odyssey today, and that doesn't come out till July 2026. So I can't pick Doomsday yet. Okay, yet. He corrected himself. Kind of exposed me. Have you met any Marvel actors? I'm dying to just meet an actor. I'm gonna be honest. I am literally dying just to like get a picture with like some actor. I've gotten a picture with, I'm trying to think, Jordan Clarkson. If any of you watch basketball, I've gotten a picture with him. I just saw him at like a restaurant, so I got a picture with him. Not many other celebrities, though, honestly. I haven't really met anyone. Is Brave New World worth watching? If you like Sam Wilson, yes. If you liked Falcon and the Winter Soldier, yes. If you just liked the other Captain America movies, I'd argue no. Is it important for the future of the MCU? At this point in time, I'd almost say no. So I guess like it just depends on where you're at, you know? If you love the MCU, yeah, go see it, right? It's an MCU movie. I mean, I love it. Even if I don't think a movie's gonna be good, I'm still going to see it, you know what I mean? So I think it just depends on like where you're at. Objectively though, I would almost say no. I'd say like wait till streaming. I watched Brave New World 7.5 out of 10. It's on Letterboxd. Dude, I saw your review. I think I dropped a like. If I didn't, that's my fault. But yeah, I thought, I don't know. It just wasn't really for me. I'm happy that you liked it though. Seriously, I just think that it has too many problems to kind of overcome. I'm gonna be honest. It barely feels like a movie. It feels like it's duct taped together. It's like you have a school project due tomorrow, and it's like 10 p.m. and you're like, Mom, we have to go to Walmart right now because I'm gonna be honest. I actually have a project that I haven't started, and it's due in like 12 hours. And you run to Walmart, you get a poster board, and you're like scribbling on it. You're duct taping it together. You're getting styrofoam, and you get no sleep, and you present it the next day. That's basically what Brave New World is. Do you think the leader was bad? I personally did. I think the leader, I'll drop like a light hot take. I think the leader is probably a bottom three MCU villain. Maybe bottom four or five. Don't get like too caught up on just bottom three. Four or five, maybe six. Either way, it doesn't matter. It's just a matter of the leader is he's not good. He's not good. I'm gonna be honest. I think his plan was so paper thin. It's just ridiculous. LeBron or MJ, LeBron all day. Come on. Come on now. Come on now. Let's be serious. Thoughts on the leader's design in Brave New World? It had potential. I didn't think it was the worst design I've ever seen. However, they didn't do him any favors because let's put it this way. Just his design in a vacuum, like if you just had a white background, it's okay. Like, kind of. It's pretty bad still. But they put these really horrible. See me? See, wait, see how, like, I'm just, like, a guy in his room that doesn't have $200 million. See how my green screen looks like okay? This is what Brave New World looks like. I actually look like the leader right now in that movie. They just put these horrible green screens behind him. Okay, and keep in mind, again, I personally don't have $200 million. I don't know about you guys. Just this is what he looked like in the movie. This is literally what he looked like. It was ridiculous. They didn't help his design. Do you want to see the new Falcon return in another movie? This is the problem. I like the new Falcon, but I just like him. Yeah, I like him, like passively. I'm like, yeah, he's cool. You know when you're in school or like, you're around people and you have friends, but then you also have like acquaintances. Like, oh yeah, yeah, my acquaintance. It's like that person that like you worked on a project with and you're cool with them. That's like what Falcon is to me. Falcon's not my friend. Yeah, he's like my acquaintance. Like, yeah, we're cool, I guess. You know what I mean? Does that make sense? It's like, yeah, sure, yeah. Wait, hold on a second. This is one of my roommates. This is one of my roommates. He said, sorry in advance if there is some yelling in the background chat. I'll contain myself as much as I can. Oh, I don't know if you're going to be able to contain yourself. This is going to be a pretty rowdy stream. Where would you rank New Captain America compared to the other movies? Dead last, buddy. Dead last. I'm going to be honest. I think, like, even if you liked Brave New World, I don't know how you could say it's better than any of the other Captain America movies. If you think it's better than the show, Falcon and the Winter Soldier, I don't blame you. I respect, and of course, I respect your opinion, no matter what you think. But I can't even comprehend how you would think it's better. I am so far behind in the chat. I am so far behind. Guys, I'm a natural born yapper. This is ridiculous. Okay, we're going to speed it up. Oh my God. I want to make one thing clear. This is the worst keep watch burn I think I've ever seen. This is the worst keep watch burn I've ever seen. These are pretty much my three favorite movies. If not my three favorite movies, they're the three movies I'm pretty much obsessed with the most, that I think about the most on a daily basis. This is brutal. And I know I just said that I want to like hurry up and I want to like, keep things moving here, but I need to think for a second. I love La La Land so much. I love the Batman and I love. Wait, hear me out. I'm gonna burn Prisoner of Azkaban, even though that's kind of my favorite movie ever, because there's other Harry Potter movies, okay? There's other Harry Potter movies. I'm gonna watch La La Land because at the end of the day, I'm a superhero guy, and I'm gonna keep the Batman. Is that? I think I kind of maneuver that one pretty well. Walk. Tyra views is the only thing between me and unlife. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Jordan Peele's High and Low is this year. I think it's Spike Lee who's remaking that movie. I may be wrong. I'm pretty sure it's Spike Lee though. I'm honestly not interested. I think it's kind of disrespectful to like remake a movie like that. I don't know. It's such a classic, but I don't know. I don't know. My man, this is another roommate of mine, man. We're firing on all cylinders here. Do you want Tom Holland to have another trilogy or make the fourth film his last and maybe move on to a new actor? I don't see a world where at this point in time, where we are in the MCU, where Tom Holland actually gets a second trilogy. Hear me out. I think Spider-Man 4 is kind of going to be like John Wick 4 in the sense that it's kind of just like the trilogy plus one. You know what I mean? Kind of like Toy Story 4. Well, they're making Toy Story 5 now, where you're just getting one more. Because then we're getting Secret Wars, and Tom Holland's going to get kind of old, guys. So we got to move on. I'd like for them to reset, and then maybe we get to see Miles Morales in live action. How about that? Hear me out. We reset with Secret Wars. We go Miles Morales, X-Men, maybe Fantastic Four we bring over, and some other people. I'm game for that. I am game for that. What is the best movie that doesn't have a video game based on it, but would make an awesome one? Amazing question. Amazing question. I'm definitely a big video game guy. I'm a mainstream video game guy, I'm gonna be honest, but I still am I'm a gamer at heart. I'm an Xbox player. I know some of you PS5 people aren't gonna like that, but I'm trying to think. It's hard when it's an open-ended question because see, like Harry Potter has a video game, Batman has video games, La La Land wouldn't make a good video game. I'm gonna go with. Would it be crazy to maybe say Superman? Superman doesn't have a video game, so if we got Superman 2025 put in a video game, I don't think he kind like does he really have like his own? I don't think so. Do you think the Batman Part 2 will be moved a little earlier on the release date? This is my thing. It's so far in advance, and they pushed it so far back. And I understand why they want to take their time, I think it would, I don't want to say be embarrassing, but I just don't think it makes sense to say, oh, actually, guys, just kidding. We're actually going to move it further up. They're probably like, you know what? The fans, we already bothered them. Let's just leave it. And also, I think it makes sense for it to like release during like October or when's the release date? I believe it's like October 2nd, 2027. If they pushed it up, I don't think the Batman's like a summer movie. It's kind of like, that darker vibe. Like, let it be like more of like a Halloween movie. You know what I mean? Thoughts on Funko Pops? I had about like 30 and I actually sold all of them. Just because I don't know, I just wasn't really into them as much anymore, but I think they're pretty cool. I know that some people like get them signed, some people collect them. I'm a big collectibles person though, just to be clear. So like there's so many things I've collected over the years. I've just gone through phases, this, that, but I like them. I think they're cool. Anything that you collect is cool. For me, easily Goodfellas, and that's no disrespect to The Godfather. I've never been a Godfather person, honestly. I've only seen the first one actually. Would you rather get rid of the Batman Part 2 or Beyond the Spider-Verse? On paper, I'm more excited for the Batman Part 2. However, if we never got the Batman Part 2, I would be I would be satisfied with that first film. But we already have Into the Spider-Verse and Across the Spider-Verse. To complete the trilogy, I think you have to complete the trilogy. So I think I would actually get rid of the Batman Part 2, even though I'm more excited for it. Well, the only reason I'm saying I'm more excited is because Beyond doesn't even have like a release date. There's no information about it. I think it would only be fair to say Beyond the Spider-Verse has to get it has to stay. It has to stay. Do you think Deadpool and Wolverine will age like No Way Home? See, I don't know what you mean by that because there's different ways that a movie can age. For me, these movies have both aged horribly. Like literally like milk. I'm gonna be honest. And if you guys have fun with them, I get it. I understand. I was the person that was jumping for joy in the theater. Upon rewatch, I just don't think the stories of these two movies hold up kind of at all. What's your favorite kind of donut? Strawberry. Have you played Marvel Rivals? No, I have not. Listen, I'm gonna be honest. I left my Xbox home. I'm currently at college. I left it at home, like my home for this semester because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna really like lock into school. And I've been fiending recently to play Xbox. I have been fiending. So once I get home, I'm bringing my Xbox back because I'm just a video games guy at heart. Favorite Star Wars movie? If I say my answer, I might be killed. I'm gonna be honest. I really might be. I think it might be The Force Awakens. I think it's just the most fun and enjoyable Star Wars has ever been. And I think that they killed the characters. They're boring characters now. No one cares about Finn, Rey, no one does. But in that movie, when they were new, it was something special. It was something special. Visually gorgeous. Gorgeous film. I'm like an orange guy too, in case you guys can't tell from my banner and my like it's just such a warm film. It looks so crisp. I love it. I love it. Oh my god. Dude, you're gonna be able to like drive. What the hell? I know it's crazy. It's just it's too early. And bro, I feel like the past couple Marvel movies just haven't been that good. How could I be excited? Hey, my man Neil, thank you for being here, man. Noah Lyles. Oh, nice. I have not met a celebrity, honestly. I just really haven't. Hopefully someday, man. I mean, in case you guys can't tell, this is pretty much like inspired by him. Like, I don't want to act like, I'm really reinventing the wheel here. Some of the people that I like to watch, John Campea, Film Stocked, Sean Chandler. I'm an Austin Burke guy. I'm trying to think who else. Angry Joe. I don't know if you guys know all those people. I mean, I'm sure you probably do if you watch me, but hopefully. Dude, would love it. Seems like a cool guy, man. I mean, I watch all his live streams, so hopefully. Yeah, it just sucks because like my channel's like a lot smaller than his, but hopefully we get there one day. What non-Dune project should Denny tackle? Oh god, my throat's getting dry here. I'd love to see him go back to the route of like Prisoners and just do some sick, twisted, almost like a Fincher type of film, like Seven, just some sick, twisted, like murder mystery or just something along those lines. I need water so bad. Oh my god, I'm getting caught up here. Hold up. Good God. I'm good now. I'm good now. Man, my man, John. John, you didn't have to do this, man. John, Thank you for supporting me, bro. This is one of my boys from the server, of course. One of my boys from the server. Let's see what he said first. John, thank you. Seriously, that really means the world to me. I really do mean that. Never disrespect the Steelers again. I stand with Russell Wilson and Justin Fields. Justin Fields actually might be on my team, the Jets, next year. What will be the best movie of July and why? This might be a hot take, but I think Jurassic World. One more time, thank you so much, John. It really means the world to me. Seriously, thank you, my man. But listen, the best film of July. I can understand why you say Jurassic World. I think that it has a lot of potential. I think they're going a different route. Everyone has this bad taste in their mouth from Jurassic World Dominion. And I understand why. I don't think that's a great movie, even though on Letterboxd I currently have it as 4 stars because I was delusional when I first watched it. But I'm going to be rewatching all the Jurassic films in preparation. I think they're going to be doing something different. I pivot to Fantastic Four because we're going to get to the big boy in a second. I pivot to Fantastic Four. Honestly, I didn't love the trailer. I liked it, but honestly, I just have no faith in Marvel right now. I don't trust them. And if they blow me away, be my guest. Be my guest. Blow me away. Are you kidding me? Make a good movie and surprise me. But there's the big dog, Superman. I don't see a world where Superman isn't the best movie that comes out that month. If it's bad, I'll come on here and I'll scream and yell. I'll make a video that it's bad. Just because I'm excited for the movie doesn't mean that I won't criticize it. Just like how I love the MCU, it doesn't mean I won't criticize it. But I think Superman clearly has the best shot. And you said why, and obviously you were being so generous. So let me explain why. Director James Gunn, writer James Gunn. The guy's a proven talent. He's proven movie after movie after movie that he does not miss and he cannot miss. He knows how to write teams, but he also knows how to write individual characters really well. He's stylish. He's good with music. The man can do it all. His villains are great. He's a creative, visionary director. David Cornsweet, awesome pick. Awesome pick. I love that they have a mix of some known actors, some unknown actors. I just think it has the best shot. And I think that the world right now needs some hope. Okay? That's not like some message or something, but seriously, I think that a lot of people right now can use some hope. A lot of people need this Superman movie. And I think they're going to watch it. They're going to go and watch this film and they're going to say, oh my God, the world really is a beautiful place. And there is hope. And maybe I should try to be the best person that I could be. And that's what I think this film is going to deliver. That's my rant. John, thank you again. I think it's going to be the best. And just to be clear, I'm very excited for Jurassic World because it comes out on my birthday. So if I had to rank them, quick little ranking. Superman, Jurassic World, Fantastic Four. I know Fantastic Four saying it's not as good as Jurassic World might be crazy, but whatever. This stream is better. This stream is better CGI than Brave New Worlds. Not gonna lie, bro. I swear, Brave New, like, let's just say that right now, this green screen that I have behind me, from a movie quality standpoint, is like a 3 out of 10, right? It's pretty bad, but it's serviceable, right? It looks like, you can't really see the background. I think that Brave New Worlds is maybe like a 5 out of 10. And I don't have $200 million. That's the big difference here, okay? It's really not that bad. And look, I have a little bit of green on my fingertips. Maybe I'm the leader, man. It's crazy. Crazy. I also agree the leader is awful. I know you were cooking in the Discord, guys. By the way, be sure to join the Discord. What's the hardest movie poster of all time? You're cooking right now. You're cooking right now. I mean, you're just dropping a good question right here. The hardest movie poster of all time. I'm gonna have to go with. Oh, see, it's tough when it's like an open-ended question. Let me think of MCU. Let me think of my favorite directors. Oh, actually, on my wall right now, I have a couple of posters up. I really like the Back to the Future poster, where like he's standing there with the goggles and like the DeLorean's next to him with like the fire. There's so many better ones that again, like since this is an open-ended question, like if you give me options, I'd be able to see it a lot easier. Let me quickly just go to my letterbox page really quick on my top four. Oh, actually, I have it. It's the Winter Soldier poster where it's just the Winter Soldier. If you guys go to my letterbox, it's on my top four. You guys will see it. Just such an awesome poster. That is going to be my answer. Let me get Google back up so that I have my side lighting here again. There we go. Who do you prefer so far, Foggy or Karen? After watching one episode, Karen, but I think that they're both great. That's the Daredevil characters, of course. Highest to lowest, maybe unnecessary, but give me Spike and Denzel all day. I can't say Denzel's still firing on all cylinders. The man's a beast. I've said firing on all cylinders like 10 times already. And I just think, I think it could be something. ASAP Rocky's going to be in it, but also Ice Spice is going to be in it. Any movie with Ice Spice, no disrespect to her, I don't know how good that could possibly be. The Force Awakens, I know. You gotta rewatch Dune Part 2. Bro, I'm looking on my wall right now, my Dune Part 1 poster, and I think about how much I want to watch Dune Part 2 again. I think the reason I haven't rewatched Dune Part 2 is because it's a sad movie with a bad ending. And it's like the best film this decade, but every like thinking about Paul's turn, it's like, oh, even though it's so peak, of course. I need to rewatch it. I don't know how. Oh, you watch all those people too. Incredible. We're on the same page. We're on the same page. Revenge of the Sith. I'm looking at my Revenge of the Sith poster right now. Revenge of the Sith solos. I'm looking at my Revenge of the Sith poster right now on my wall. Do you plan on watching Defenders or skipping before you get to Daredevil Season 3? I know on Discord you've gotten mixed results on whether you should watch the Defenders. I personally think it's mandatory. Last night I did the math. Daredevil Born Again comes out in about 15 days. This is a bit random. I'll get to it in a second though. Daredevil Born Again comes out in about 15 days. If I watched every Netflix show up to Daredevil Born Again, over the next 15 days, I would have to watch about 10 hours a day for the next 15 days worth of shows just to catch up to Daredevil Born Again. I don't know what I'm gonna do with watching the show and catching up, but I did see a list online where it lists out how like you should watch Daredevil season 1, then Jessica Jones season 1. I might just start to like follow that and I'll just see where it takes me. I'm definitely I'm a completionist in the sense that I like completing things. Like if I watch every Netflix show and I don't watch The Defenders, no, I'm definitely gonna watch that too. I can't just like leave it open ended, you know what I mean? So I probably will. I probably will, but again, it's gonna take me a while because believe it or not, I don't have time to watch 10 hours or 11 hours worth of shows for 15 days straight. That's physically impossible. Good question, though. What's worse, The Last Jedi or Rise of Skywalker? I'm gonna be honest, I don't even think the gap's that big. People are trying to act like The Last Jedi is some. Oh, also speaking of The Last Jedi, I also love the Escape Pod podcast. That's another group I would love to work with one day. They're so funny, man. Because I know Alex likes The Last Jedi. I just can't get behind either of these films, but I'm gonna just go with The Rise of Skywalker because it really like was just crawling to the finish line. Like at least The Last Jedi tried to do something, even though I think it's a horrible film. I don't think so. I just can't get behind it. Do you like Wes Anderson movies? And if so, what's your favorite? Yes, I really like Wes Anderson. I've seen a solid amount of his filmography. There's only like maybe three or four films I haven't seen. He has a new film. I like just found this out. Like to think that I stay on top of movie news, but like a couple of days ago, they're like, "Oh, by the way, the Phoenician Scheme, a brand new Wes Anderson film, is dropping May." I was like, "What? I didn't even know this was coming out." I'm very excited for it. My favorite safe pick might have to be Grand Budapest Hotel. It's a masterclass of just beautiful visuals, good storytelling, and just kind of just being wacky and weird. Like I like that. I really like that film. But yeah, another one, Royal Tenenbaums. I really like that movie as well. How much do you think Superman will make at the box office? I think its floor, and hear me out on this, is gonna be 750 million on a bad day. And the only reason I say that is because I think that they're going to push this marketing hard. This is going to be a heavily marketed movie like Barbie in 2023. This is going to be a heavily marketed film. Ceiling, I could see it making like 1.1 billion. I'm not going to sit here and act like it's going to make 1.2 or 1.3 or 1.5 billion, but I could see it making like 1.1 at the highest, somewhere around maybe like 800 to 1.1 billion. If I had to take one solid guess, I'm gonna go with a billion. I'm gonna go with a billion. Why not? Do you have any special videos planned for when you reach 2K? Or are you gonna wait for bigger numbers like 5K or 10K to do special videos? Quite honestly, at this rate, I'm probably gonna reach 10K once I'm 45 years old. No, I'm just joking. But nothing particular right now. There's some bigger videos that I would love to do that I really am ambitious about, but I gotta find the time. I'd love to watch like every Steven Spielberg movie that's been on my mind recently. I'd love to watch again every MCU movie. It's pretty tough obviously to make time for those because that would literally take me 6 months to do. It's like 30 movies, you know what I mean? But I've been trying to knock off some smaller franchises. Like I actually just finished the Indiana Jones franchise. I haven't really seen every single film. This week, a little spoiler, I think I'm just gonna put out like an every Indiana Jones ranked type of video because it's a bit smaller. And since no one's doing that type of video right now at a bit of a weird time, I'm like, maybe people will be interested in that. And it's again, it's a franchise where I haven't seen every film, so it's like, hey, now I could say I've seen every single Indiana Jones movie, you know? What movie do you really want to watch that's out right now? I really want to see The Monkey, which comes out this week. Really excited to see The Monkey. Just it's not out yet, but I'm dying to see it. What else is in theaters? Paddington 3, I'm honestly not dying to see. I'm going to be completely honest with you. And there's a couple of others where I'm just like, yeah, you know, they seem okay. I guess Dog Man. I planned on seeing more 2025 movies already, honestly, but once they came out, I feel like no one talked about them. And, I don't need other people to influence me, but at the same time, if no one's talking about Dogman, if no one's talking about Hard Eyes, I'm just not going to be as interested. Everyone's talking about Brave New World. I want to go see that, of course. Kira, what's going on? Thank you so much for stopping by and saying hi. I really appreciate it. Thank you. Hot take. Ratatouille is the best Pixar movie. Not a hot take at all. That's the coldest take because I could not agree with you more. I'm sorry. Did I hear Ice Spice is going to be in a movie? Yes. So Spike Lee decided, hey, you know what? I'm going to remake a classic Japanese film. I believe it's Japanese film, unless it's a Korean film. I don't know. I've never seen it. High and Low. And ASAP Rocky and Ice Spice are going to be in it. I just don't know if that really makes sense. Yes, remake of Kurosawa's movie. My man Neil just answered it. List MCU movies that you think are worse than Cap 4. Let me just pull up my list really quick just so that I could be completely accurate with you. See, that's why I like having my monitor here. Give me literally 2 seconds and I'm going to tell you right now. Okay, the movies that I think are worse than Captain America 4. At the moment, I only have 4. And I know that might sound kind of crazy, but this is just my letterbox list. Ant-Man Quantumania, The Eternals, Incredible Hulk, Far From Home. Now, I don't have every single MCU movie in this list, but one thing I will say, did you notice something? The Eternals and Incredible Hulk are both below it. What's Brave New World a sequel of? The Eternals and Incredible Hulk. Who would have thought that when you make a sequel to two of some of the most disliked films in the MCU, that people won't like it? That's like a mind-blowing discovery. I forgot your chat is so delayed, so I'm gonna wait 7 business days for you to respond. Kira, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm actually pretty much almost caught up. So you guys gotta. I need you guys to start firing in some more questions, man. I need you guys to lock in here. I need you guys to lock in for a little bit. I watch the Escape Pod all the time. They're goaded, but that guy has some bad takes. Sometimes the things he says, I'm like, man, what are you talking about? But also, they're just so enjoyable to watch. They're so entertaining. They really know what they're doing over there. I'd love to collab with them one day. Andrew on the Escape Pod likes Justice League more than Snyder Cut. Yes, I remember watching that and seeing that, and that's head scratching to me. I can understand not liking Zack Snyder as a director, but there's no way that Abomination is better than the Snyder Cut, which I actually think is a really good movie. I think the Snyder Cut's great, even though it's 4 hours long. I think it's awesome. If you could make any MCU movie, what character and what story would you tackle? Am I crazy to just say Blade? Am I crazy to just say Blade? Like seriously, am I insane to just say give me a Blade movie? No, but seriously, in a vacuum, if I had to just pick like a random Marvel character, right? I would love to see a Winter Soldier movie of him just dominating people in like the 20th century, just like watching him assassinate JFK, like apparently he did, and like do all this other crazy stuff. Would be pretty cool to see. Would be pretty cool to see. Guys, I'm almost caught up in the chat here. I'm gonna need you guys. I'm gonna need you guys. High and low, 10 out of 10. I need to watch it. I need to watch it. Far From Home being below it is so foul. I know. I know. But as a Spider-Man fan, I hate that film. I don't like hate many movies, but this is one that I would say I kind of hate, honestly. I just think that it's so not Spider-Man. There's nothing wrong with trying something new, but it's like we're just trying to set up No Way Home. That's it. I don't like MJ in it. I don't like Ned in his relationship with that girl. That guy on the bus that like tries to take a picture of him when he has his pants off, which I know probably sounds kind of weird if you haven't seen Far From Home. Just a weird topic. The plot, the way that for some reason Tom Holland Spider-Man would think, you know what? These glasses that are capable of like launching missiles, I'm gonna just give them to this random guy that I just met. Even though Tony Stark, my mentor, is dead, and that would also be pretty disrespectful to give this gift to someone. Man. And also, technically, and I know that it's kind of cool, everything that he fights is fake because they're illusions. And I get it. It's cool because there's drones, but everything he's fighting is fake. It's fake. It's not real. He is fighting fake drones. Well, they're real drones that are giving fake perceptions or whatever. Hat Guy's Cars 2 take is rough. Yes, he does love that, but shout out to Finn McMissile. What in the world are you talking about, bro? There is no world where Cars 2 is better than Up. There is, in the grand scheme of the multiverse, I just watched Infinity War, okay? Out of the 14,605 possibilities where there's other worlds, there isn't even one. I won't even give you the Infinity War 1 where Cars 2 is better than Up. No way. Neil, I need you to catch up, man. I need you to catch up. This is interesting. I like this. I like this. Guys, by the way, fire away some Keep Watch Burns. I love doing these. This is actually a good one. Keep Watch Burn. Brave New World, Eternals, Incredible Hulk. I'm going to burn the Eternals because technically it just doesn't matter for the MCU. Like, at the end of the day. And I just don't think it's good. It was such a misfire. I like Chloe Zhao as a director. Like, she's a great director, but I don't know what they were doing with that movie. It's just not good. I understand people defend it, but I can't get behind it. I'm gonna watch The Incredible Hulk, and I'm gonna keep Brave New World. But in reality, all three of these are getting sent to their fiery graves because there's no way. Ooh, my man John sending in a good one. Keep Watch Burn. Dune 2 Winter Soldier the Batman. This is gonna sound crazy. I'm gonna burn Dune 2 because again, it's just the issue of I've only seen it one time. I think it might be the best out of these three, maybe, but I've only seen it one time. Winter Soldier the Batman. Now you're talking. Now you're cooking with butter and sugar. I think that right now, Winter Soldier's on my mind, but the Batman prevails. I think I'm gonna have to watch the Winter Soldier and we're gonna keep the Batman, even though it's very tough. What's the weirdest movie you've ever seen? Great question, man. Thank you for sending in so many great questions. I'm gonna say Megalopolis, which I actually just watched. It's not like bad. There's nothing. Well, I don't want to say that there's nothing bad about it. It's not a bad movie. It's not a good movie. It's in this weird purgatory of I don't even know what I'm watching right now, but I'm kind of interested. But I'm also kind of laughing at things that I shouldn't be laughing at. If you guys haven't seen Megalopolis, I'd almost recommend it because it's so bad it's good. It's so good it's bad. I don't know. I don't know. Again, it's the weirdest. Any plans on watching The Gorge? Yes, I do want to check it out. I keep meaning to check it out, but I've been busy with my MC rewatch. Yeah, I've been seeing that on Letterboxd. The only problem is I don't have like Apple TV Plus. Maybe I'll try to, ARG pirate it, but I don't want to admit to that, but we'll see. We'll see if I could get around to it. Hot take. Spider-Man Far From Home is the most overrated movie I've ever seen. It's good, but it's just fan service. Fan service. I don't know if it's necessarily fan service. Like, don't get me wrong. Good take. I think it's a good take. But I just don't think the story works. But yeah, I understand. Far From Home is my least favorite Spider-Man film too. I just feel like it was better made than Brave New World. I will give you that. I will give you that. I'm gonna be honest. I need to rewatch Brave New World because I gave it a generous 2.5 out of 5. I give Far From Home a 2 out of 5. I think that if I rewatch Brave New World, it might be getting a 2, and if I'm just not in a good mood, it could be getting a 1.5. I'm gonna be honest. So I'm gonna be honest. I do think Far From Home is probably a better movie. Yeah, like you said, it's easily better. Well, it's easily more well made, better made, whatever. You guys understand what I'm saying. I've been talking for 45 minutes here. Give me a little bit of a break, a little bit of slack here. Besides Force Awakens, what are your other favorite Star Wars movies? You know what the problem is for me? I'm not the biggest Star Wars fan, okay? I'm not the biggest Star Wars guy. But there's like 6 Star Wars movies that at the top basically that I'm kind of just like even on. My 6 films that I'm even on are going to be The Force Awakens, first Star Wars movie, second Star Wars movie. Whoa, wait. Let me restart that. The films I'm even on are going to be, I don't know why I just started saying first, second. The Force Awakens, then probably, and this is a rough order. Second's going to be Return of the Jedi, then I want to say Revenge of the Sith, Empire, Rogue One, A New Hope. Is that 6 or 7? I don't know. But either way, those are like my rough 6. They're all like 9 out of 10 for me. So it's kind of tough for me to just be like, this one's better than this one, because they're all like a 9 out of 10, which shows that it's a pretty good franchise overall, even though recently it's been horrible. What movie do you think will win Best Picture next month? Great question. It's been the weirdest Oscar season I've ever seen in my life. And by in my life, I mean like the past maybe 2 or 3 years that I've really been following it. I think The Brutalist is going to win. I would prefer anything besides The Brutalist and Emilia Perez. Um, I think I would like Honora to win because I really like Sean Baker. I feel like he deserves it, if that makes sense. Of course, so I would like to see Dune Part 2 win, but I'm saying it realistically, it realistically isn't going to win. What's your problem with Eternals? I get it's kind of bland, but I think it's overhated. Don't love the movie. Okay, so you're kind of like in the middle. This is the thing. I think one thing that I could say right now is that I don't remember everything from the Eternals, but one big issue is that I saw the movie in November of 2021, and I've had no interest in rewatching it since. That's immediately a problem. I remember that Sprite is like one of the worst characters in the MCU because she basically screws over all her friends, and then she gets like she kind of like wins in the end because she like gets to go to school or something and be like a normal girl. All the other characters are super flat. The way that they play with time, it tries to be like a Nolan movie. You're introduced to Selma Hayek's character for the first time when she's dead, and then you see like flashbacks showing what happened to her. It's not for me. I don't like the deviants. Is that even what they're called? I don't know, man. I don't know. What's the best movie trailer you've ever seen in theaters? Ooh, that's so tough. You know what's funny? I still haven't seen the Superman trailer in theaters. One of the best that I've ever seen, and I really do mean this, is probably the new Mission Impossible trailer. That music, they just know what they're doing. It hits. It's powerful. It packs a punch to say the least. Seriously. I mean, off the top of my head again, that's just kind of random. No Way Home. I mean, that was a big one at the time. There's so many, but I also don't like Far From Home. I don't know how people defend it. I know. It's just me. Maybe it's just me. I understand that it's like a superficially fun movie. Like, haha, Spider-Man's in Europe. But once you think about it for more than 3 seconds, in my opinion, I don't know. I haven't seen any of the Bridget Jones movies, but no one is talking about the new one. Any thoughts on the franchise? I know that Speedrunner guy, if he is in here, I'll give him a shout out in the Discord. He's watched them. However, I have absolutely no thoughts on the franchise. I'm going to be honest, just because I haven't seen them, unfortunately. Have you seen Lawrence of Arabia? I have not. It might be better than Doom Part 2. I know that it's like a 4-hour long epic desert, similar to Doom Part 2. Not necessarily, but I'm just saying in that sense that they're both long epics in the desert. Have not seen it. I want to get around to it one day, though. I definitely will. Rank these Star Wars planets. I know that we're at a point in the stream where you guys are cooking when you're asking questions like this. Mustafar, a top. Wait. What's this one in the middle? Hold on. UTAPAU. Hold on. What planet is this? I'm gonna look it up quick. I am going to look it up quick. Oh. This is from. Is this from Attack of the Clones? Am I wrong? Is this not from Attack of the Clones? I might just be making that up. I'm honestly gonna put that last. I'm gonna put Mustafar. I'm gonna put Mustafar as the second one. As cool as it is, Coruscant's got to be number one. I'm just obsessed with Coruscant. It's beautiful. It is so beautiful. Because I would never want to live on Mustafar. It would be horrible. It's such a beautiful city there. Incredible. Keep Watch Burn. Wanda edition. Awesome question. WandaVision, Multiverse of Madness, Age of Ultron. I am going to burn WandaVision because I'm not a big show guy, technically, overall. Like, just life, period. Just my life, period. I'm not a big show guy. I'm a movie guy. I think WandaVision is one of the better MCU shows. I just don't really like it. I am going to watch Age of Ultron, and I am going to keep Multiverse of Madness. You guys are sleeping on Multiverse of Madness. It has its problems. I get it, but I don't know, man. I love the movie, but Mace Windu versus Palpatine is kind of a mid duel. I get what you're saying there. I get what you're saying. It's okay. I think it's meant more just to like set up Anakin, if you guys know what I mean. Let me just get a bit of water, and we're gonna be on to the next question. We've got a good one up here. Spider-Man 3 is goated. Could not agree with you more. Sam Raimi tried to think outside the box, and general audiences couldn't even comprehend what his vision was. It's a wonderful film. What's the best horror film performance you've ever seen? See, I'm not a big horror guy, so I like that you asked me this because it's very different. You know what I mean? The best horror performance I've ever seen. What are some of my favorite horror movies? I really like Barbarian. I really like Scream. Oh, wait, Scream. Okay, wait, we're on a track here. Definitely someone in Scream. I really like I wanna go wait, what's the name of Sydney's friend in Scream who gets pulled into the van and killed? Hold on, he is in Scream 2, I have it right here. My favorite performance in a horror movie ever is going to be wait, guys, I'm sorry. What's her friend's name? The guy who gets pulled into a van. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? And he gets killed. He gets killed. Oh, man, I'm choking right now. I'm honestly choking right now, but yeah, I think that he is my favorite horror performance. I know it sounds a bit random, but yeah. Randy, yes. Randy. Randy is who it is. I'm sorry. I hate to kill the momentum of the stream, but yeah, Randy is like my favorite. I love him. I love like the meta feeling that he brings to the franchise. It's just awesome. Let me just pull up something a bit light here, just so that the side of my face isn't like extremely dark. And there we go. Next up. Keep Watch Burn Willem Dafoe's Superhero Edition. Cooking. Spider-Man 2002, No Way Home, Aquaman. This is easy for me. I'm burning Aquaman. I'm not a big Aquaman fan, I'm sorry. Watching No Way Home, easily keeping Spider-Man 2002. Guys, we've got about 7 or 8 more minutes to left, by the way. So, do you think CGI will ever get as good as it used to be? We're on a weird track right now where again, I've said this in my video that I made the other day, by the way. If you guys want to go check it out, I talked about CGI and why it's just not as good nowadays. We're on this weird track where technically technology gets better every single day that we're alive, right? Like the human race, if we're just generally speaking, technology is getting better every single day. But also effort and cutting corners and being cheap is more of a prominent thing now. So I don't know, the easy answer would be, yeah, it's gonna get better, and it's gonna be as good as it used to be because of the fact that blah blah blah, time is moving on and we're gonna see things we never thought we'd seen before. But also, these companies are cutting every single corner that they can. So I don't know. It's kind of tough to say. Dude, my man Neil is out here like Arnold Schwarzenegger, man. He's out here like Sylvester Stallone. Just pumping him out. Yes. Hello there, General Kenobi. Awesome. Awesome. Rank MCU gadgets. Red Wing, Cap Shield, Iron Man suit. I'm gonna have to put Red Wing last. I'm sorry, Falcon. I'm sorry, new Captain America here. Red Wing's gotta go last. Next up, I'm gonna put Cap. Wait, actually, this is kind of tough because as cool as Iron Man suit is, when that Cap Shield's bouncing off walls and he's doing some fancy stuff with it, it's pretty cool. I think I might go Cap Shield second. I'm gonna put Iron Man suit still one because in real life that would be way more practical for me, honestly. Having an Iron Man suit. Can't believe Daredevil was only 2 weeks away. I know. Multiverse of Madness is overhated. Thank you for agreeing with me. That guy thinks WandaVision is better than Endgame. I've seen that. I can't agree at all. Obi-Wan versus Vader in the show is a top 5 lightsaber fight. Is that a hot take? I don't love the Obi-Wan show. I've said it multiple times. I don't love it at all. I'm gonna be honest. Like, kind of at all. I think it's a bad show. I would almost argue that I think this might be a hot take. I'm trying to think. Mustafar, Anakin Obi-Wan, obviously. I get it's old, but I still like Return of the Jedi, Luke, Darth Vader. I'm trying to think of other ones. Even just the whole battle of what's it called in the Attack of the Clones? It's like Genova, whatever. That entire battle I like a lot better. Darth Maul, it's another one. I think there's just more. Even like in the sequels, I would argue that like Finn versus Kylo Ren's like kind of cool, but I don't know. I just don't really like those Star Wars shows. Multiverse of Madness is overhated by most, but overrated by Ty. Oh, see, that's a good way to put it. I like that. That's funny. Thoughts on Matthew Lillard coming back? I don't know. The Scream franchise has always pushed the envelope, right? They've always really done as much as they can. But how far is too far? That's my real question. How far is too far? Randy, yes, yes, yes. Norman Bates is my favorite horror performance. I've never seen Psycho, unfortunately. Best Scooby-Doo live action. I've got to say, it's got to be that first movie. When they're on the island, such vibes. I don't really like the second one, Monsters Unleashed, when they're in like the haunted house. Something about that island, the vibe on the island, it's just so like, it's so cool. I love movies that just have like a good vibe to them. Sorry, I meant No Way Home is overrated, not Far From Home. I think they're both overrated. John, just give me a layup here. Is the MCU cooked? Yes. Yes. After watching Brave New World, yes. Technically, this might be a cope, but let me just tell you guys this. Technically, Brave New World is the last film of what some people would call like the reshoots era, but I think it's just too little, too late with the Thunderbolts and Fantastic Four. They're still writing the script of Doomsday and they're about to film it like practically tomorrow. I think they might be cooked until they reset. I have not seen Agents of Shield. Favorite childhood film? Definitely the one that I shouldn't have been watching, Jurassic Park. Not that it's like that bad, but at the same time, people getting mauled by dinosaurs, pretty rough. As a kid, I was a huge Pixar fan, so just like I would say like any Toy Story movie, I don't really want to pick like a specific one. Probably closer to like 1 and 2. Probably Toy Story 1. Cars was big for me. I watched them all. I loved them all and I still love them all. Even all these years later. Favorite single player game and multiplayer game. Awesome, awesome question. Single player game, I might go Red Dead Redemption 2. And favorite multiplayer game. That's kind of tough. Also single player, I'm gonna go Skate 3. That's kind of just like I'm kind of just like chilling, watching a YouTube video playing. Even though it's like 11 years old, 12 years old. Multiplayer game, like I've always been a big Call of Duty guy. I might go Black Ops 3, which is 10 years old now. It's not like I've really played it in that long, like as multiplayer, but I don't know. I don't know. I don't play too many. You could also say GTA 5. Light work. It's my man right there. Keep it going. Rank these lightsaber duels. Awesome question. Obi-Wan and Anakin versus Dooku in Revenge of the Sith. Okay. Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan versus Maul. Yoda versus Dooku. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go last place. Obi-Wan and Anakin versus Dooku. Okay, that's gonna be my last place one. I think it's cool. It doesn't stand out though like the other two. Then I'm gonna go second. Wait. Qui-Gon and Obi. Second, I'm gonna go Yoda and Dooku. First, I'm gonna go Obi-Wan, Maul, and Qui-Gon. Even though Qui-Gon got stabbed and somehow he died, even though nowadays in Star Wars, if you get stabbed in the stomach, it doesn't even kill you. Keep Watch Burn Haley Atwell edition. Slice Dude is like the leader right now from Brave New World, just coming up with the most insane questions, the most insane probabilities. First Avenger, Dead Reckoning, Christopher Robin. I have not seen Christopher Robin. Burn. We're gonna watch First Avenger, and we're gonna keep peak Dead Reckoning, baby. We're gonna keep Dead Reckoning. If you could only choose wait, sorry, I actually can't read. By the way, for those of you that don't know, I actually physically cannot read. I've never been taught how to read. If you could only choose one, would you have a superhero movie made in 2D animation with Legos or with puppets? I'm a big Muppets guy. I know that rhymes, and also they're puppets. I would say I would have, but also I grew up with Legos. I would have to say Legos because there's a chance that the puppets end up being kind of creepy. So I think that's what I would have to. That's what I would have to go with. That's what I would have to go with. Keep, watch, burn. Christian Bale Batman edition. You know what's funny? I already know the answer actually right now. Dark Knight, Batman Begins, Dark Knight Rises. Burning The Dark Knight Rises. I don't like that movie at all. If you do, I'm happy for you. Don't like it at all. Watching Batman Begins. I think it's fine. I don't really like it that much. I'm gonna be honest. We're keeping the Dark Knight. We're keeping the Dark Knight. I don't think that trilogy is actually that good, guys. I'm gonna be honest with you. Keep, use once, burn. Send it to Nerdle, the Discord, the channel. Now listen, I'm gonna have to keep the channel because that's what keeps us together, right? I'm gonna no, wait, but Discord. Let's put it this way: I'm burning Sinatu Nerdle because I gotta keep my boys on the Discord. I'm gonna use the Discord and I'm gonna keep the channel. I think that's fair, right? I think that's fair because we could always make we could always make some other group chat somewhere or something, right? We could always make something else. Hell no. I'm gonna be honest. I just think it's so boring. I think it's so boring. Skate 3, Black Ops 3 such W picks. Also, I forgot Minecraft. I don't know how the hell I forgot Minecraft. Fortnite, peak Fortnite, of course. I know people like overuse that, but it was so good. But Minecraft, I don't know how I forgot to mention Minecraft. Technically, but that's like there's some games that are obviously like single player and multiplayer, like a Minecraft. That kind of falls under each category. Thank you though for saying W picks. Gia saying Fortnite, of course. I know Gia's a big Fortnite person. Worst hat guy take. The worst hat guy. This is pretty funny, man. I hope he sees this one day. The worst hat guy take is that he said Batman Begins is better than the entire MCU. That is like that is like mind blowing to me. If you said The Dark Knight, like yeah, sure, fine, I'll give it to you. Even though I don't even think that. Yeah, fine, fine. I completely understand. Saying that Batman Begins is better than the entire MCU, atrocious. I think that's worse than his Cars 2 take. I think that's worse, honestly. If this clip manages to find him somehow, I'd love to talk about it. Love to talk about it. Guys, we're running out of questions, but also probably gonna only be going for about 3 or 4 or 5 more minutes, maybe. We're at like an hour and 2 minutes. I'm not gonna go past probably like an hour and 10 minutes. Just like to keep these a bit on the tighter side because they're easier to like rewatch and stuff. But yeah, probably just a couple more minutes. So if you guys got any last minute questions, definitely let me know. Favorite out of the three, the Batman, La La Land, Uncut Gems. Oh my god. This is like this is literally like asking me like who's your favorite parent? You know what I mean? It's like asking me, you know what I mean? What's better, food or drinks? Like is there an answer? I think I'm gonna have to go. My favorite out of the three. I'll be honest, it's not Uncut Gems, even though I just said I've been obsessed with it. La La Land, I listened to the soundtrack, Another Day of Sun. But the Batman, dun dun dun. Like, what are we going with, guys? I think I'm gonna have to go with the Batman. Oh, that hurts me to say. It hurts me to say that. It hurts me. Keep Watch Burn Theater Edition. Can I burn two of these? AMC's at the top, maybe. AMC's being kept. I don't think I've ever been to a Cinemark or a Regal. I think I've my entire life, because I'm gonna be honest, I actually live probably 4 minutes away from an AMC. My whole life since I was a child, I don't think I've ever been to a Cinemark or a Regal. I've been to like maybe like a private theater if I'm in like another town or something, but I've basically only been to AMC. But based off of what I've been hearing, we're keeping AMC. We're gonna watch Cinemark and we're gonna burn Regal. From what I've like heard, like their reputations. Who should The Rock play in the MCU? The Rock should play. You know who The Rock would really be good at? He would be really great as like a background actor. Like someone just really far in the back, and like you can't see him at all, and he has no lines, and maybe he's also wearing like a mask, so you don't even know it's The Rock, and he's basically just not even in the MCU. That's honestly my answer. I don't want The Rock in the MCU. But in all seriousness, I mean, like, if you had to typecast him, because he's the big guy. Sure, you could make him, Apocalypse or whatever. But like, I don't want The Rock in the MCU. If The Rock joins the MCU, they are cooked. Let's put it that way. I really do mean that. I think that Batman Begins is better than the MCU, but not. Wait. I think that Batman Begins is better than the MCU, but not top five MCU. What do you mean by that? Do you mean that it's like your sixth favorite MCU movie if it was in the MCU? Because you said I think it's better than the MCU. Maybe I guess if you're talking about the average of the MCU. I think if you're talking about the average, I think I understand what you're talking about, maybe. Hey Ty, someone right before Neil's last one. Wait 1 second. I need to scroll up. I didn't skip anything from what I see. So maybe if you just want to like resend, sorry. It honestly just isn't here. So maybe it just got like I don't know. If you want to resend the question, be my guest for sure, for sure. Man of Steel is Haka's least favorite movie of all time, but Cars 2 is good. I don't like Cars 2. I also don't like Man of Steel. I don't like Man of Steel. I'm gonna be honest. I think that Batman v Superman is way better Way better, in my opinion. Like, I think that Batman v Superman is actually a pretty good movie. I just rewatched it, and I've always been a hater of BVS. Always been a hater. But I feel like Snyder really just said, you know what? This is my vision. And I'm just gonna like try to do something different here. Not your typical route of Superman and Batman. But he tried to do something different. I don't think Man of Steel's good, but I like BVS. I don't know, maybe that's a hot take. Happy we cleared it up. All right, guys, probably gonna run about 2 more minutes, especially just because not too many, more questions going here. Live 2 minutes from the Cinemark. See, we probably have different experiences, but at the end of the day, as long as we're all watching movies, right? Yeah, like it's better than all MCU movies except my top five. That's fine. I think that's fine. Even though I don't really like it that much, like I would disagree with you, of course. But all the MCU movies, like if you tell me if you want to go head to head, like Winter Soldier versus Batman Begins, Batman Begins, in my opinion, is getting dogged. Dogged. There's no way. Hey, Ty, about to take a shower. Hey, but I have an important question. Let's hear it. What's your favorite salad dressing? I honestly don't really even eat salad, like ever. I'm gonna be honest. I'm just not a salad guy. But if I'm talking about technically something that would go on salad that you eat with wings, I might go ranch. I might go ranch. And maybe I'm unhealthy. Like I don't even eat bad. I am not a salad guy at all. Man of Steel's meh. Yeah, it's like to me, like it's not even really average. I'd say it's like even slightly below average. Like it's leaning towards being a bad film. There's a lot of things that I really am just bothered by in that movie. Oh yes, yes, yes. I'm with you, my man. I'm with you. Let me see. What was your favorite Super Bowl commercial of this year? Awesome. I also I assume this is the last question, so have a great night, everyone. Thank you. Yeah, I'll probably do a couple more. I'll probably do a couple more. Like we'll go for like another 2 minutes, whatever. What was I gonna say? Favorite Super Bowl commercial? Yes. If we're including the ones that dropped beforehand, Jurassic World Rebirth. Super hyped on Jurassic World Rebirth. I'm a big Jurassic World fan. I know the franchise hasn't always been great, but I have such a good personal connection to that franchise, or just an awesome personal connection. Why do you have Amelia Perez higher than the Suicide Squad? Listen, you can't do that, okay? You can't hear me out, hear me out. On Letterboxd, right? You can't compare apples to oranges. Because Oppenheimer, don't kill me. I have it 3 stars. It's just not really for me. I think it's a good movie, but it's just not for me. I have some DCEU movies at like 3.5. Is Oppenheimer not as good as the DCEU movies? Like Blue Beetle, I have at 3.5. No, Oppenheimer's a better movie. But also, to be fair, 1 star versus half star, they're both just god awful. They're both just god awful. And we'll end off on Kira's question. Ty, is there a place where people who watch your channel can join? We already talked about it, believe it or not. Perhaps a server on something that begins with D and ends with D. I'm going to say Discord. That's going to be the final message of the night. Guys, listen, if you guys aren't already, be sure to join the Discord. The link is in every single description of every single video on my channel, at least like of the past month or so. So, yeah, guys, listen, I think that's going to wrap it up. It seems like everyone's just about done with their questions. A successful stream for the rest of 2025 because we're not doing one for 84 more years. But listen, in all seriousness, we'll be back at it in March. Maybe we'll do a bit on, I'll make up for it. Maybe we'll do one in like 2 or 3 weeks. No promises, but I'm just saying. But listen, I hope that you guys all have a good night. By the way, Neil, yes, I'm absolutely cracked at Fortnite. I guess you could say my skill is massive. But listen, I hope that you guys all have a nice week, okay? Hope you guys all have a good week. And I will see you guys on the flip side or in the Discord. Have a good night, guys.